If you know, you know.
Focus Up Show every Saturday, 9 a.m.
Tap in or tap out. Top of the morning, you guys. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Morning.
I want to welcome y'all to the Focus Up Show, September 10th, 2022. Want to give a first shout out to the First Lady. She got us to the 100 subscribers. We appreciate you for that.
You're welcome. No problem.
That's right. That's right. As always, we appreciate you guys to continue to like, share, and hit that subscribe button. But yeah, First Lady J, we appreciate you. You did your thing on that.
Thank you. Thank you, fellas.
And as always, Mr. El Pooh, how was your week?
Yeah, it was hot, but it's cooling down, so I'm feeling a whole lot better now. So yes.
You can say that three again.
Mhm.
First Lady J, how was your week?
Busy, just like El Pooh, trying to beat that heat.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Mr. Walk Walk. How you doing, my brother?
What's up? What's happening? How you guys doing? I'm good. Week was great.
That's right, Mr. T. Welcome to have you back.
Welcome to be back. Happy to be back. Hot and busy. That's how it was.
That's right. That's right. That's right. As y'all saw, we had a morning over this past week, and we want to send our respects to the head of state of Jamaica. She passed away, and that happened. I don't know what y'all thoughts is. You know, y'all thoughts on that. You know what I mean? But it goes deeper than what a lot of people know. If they don't know, they need to do their research and history on that lady.
Well,
And
her reign of terror is over. Her reign of terror.
um,
It's a lot of people that don't hold her directly responsible for the atrocities that happened under her rule. Africa was a colonial. It was colonized by the British for like over 100 and some years, more than that. So and there's been a lot of executions, murder, torture, rapes from the soldiers that occupied Kenya, Tanzania,
yeah,
Nigeria, Ghana. Oh my God, it's real bad. So it's a lot of ancestors of the fallen that are not celebrating. They're celebrating. They're not mourning the loss of the queen.
Yeah. Hey, all hail to the queen. That's all I can say.
One more time. I don't disrespect the dead. I don't like saying too much bad. That's why, you know, that's 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 as much as I will do. Lego.
First Lady J, how you feeling about that? Okay, Mr. T. Any thoughts on this before we move on into our juicy topics for the weekend?
All I say is that it's somebody's mother, the daughter, sister, whatever. Politics aside, condolences to their family.
Okay, enough said. As always, we finna step into these topics. We got some nice topics going on this weekend, as y'all always know. Our first topic we're gonna jump into is Jordan's over life insurance. Somebody
Okay.
want to dip and dab?
Sure. I'll dive in. I typically say that because a lot of people, and I do not mean black people, a lot of people, especially young people, have their priorities mixed up. And it's not necessarily just Jordans, the shoes. Like for instance, women would get their nails, hair, lashes, clothes, partying, club, and everything before they purchase insurance. And men may choose. Don't get me wrong, because women smoke weed too, but men may do certain things, beer, clothing, buy stuff instead of purchasing insurance, and they always say they can't afford it. That's not necessarily the case because those who are educated know that there are two types of insurance. You have term life and you also have whole life. Of course, term life is cheaper and it's just basically like a policy. I'm just throwing numbers out there. It may be $15 a month, where whole insurance maybe 200 and something dollars a month. Term insurance is basically what it says term. If it's 20 years, it's 20 years. Whoever you sign as your beneficiary, they get the money afterwards. Whole life is kind of like an investment in insurance at the same time. You paying extra money, but you invested in having some money for yourself and for your family. Of course, if you pass away, typically your family don't get that extra that you would get. Um, they get it. I feel like a lot of people purchasing, putting stuff in their body, they can afford cigarettes, what causes cancer, COPD. So you're putting this poison in your body, causing health issues, what's going to cause you to need the insurance later on. Because if you end up with cancer and you're dead, you got enough money to afford insurance, cigarettes and stuff. Then you have enough money to afford insurance. It's about prioritizing. Jordans come out, I guess I would say about two times a year, and the amount of money that you may spend on two pairs of Jordans, you may be in and pay for your insurance within that year time, depending on what you pick. People use their health as reasons why they can't get insurance, but that's not necessarily the case because you can get insurance with pre-existing conditions. It just may be more expensive.
I personally, I don't think it's even about money. I don't feel that it's about being expensive or not. Really, it's about prioritizing and thinking about what's going to happen after your demise. And a lot of people just don't think about it or give it a thought. Like, I'm gonna be honest and keep it 100. I was running around on these streets, running amok, acting a fool, driving drunk, all kind of craziness. And to be honest, in 2019, when my little cousin passed away at the age of 30, it really kind of hit me because he didn't have no insurance. And it was like me and this cat, we'd be buying bottles, having fun, clubbing, doing all kind of stuff. And he freaking, he passed in, people had to come out the pocket, max out credit cards. Auntie had to, take the foot of the bill. His mom's didn't have nothing on the funeral. It was all bad. And that kind of made me realize, damn, my insurance can't be big bro and little sis. That's what I used to tell them. They hate that. I'd be like, y'all my insurance now, but that ain't cool. So F all that. Here's the thing. Get you a policy. It's a lot of them out there. Like Lady J was saying, that's less than 15 a month something. Come on now, because these funerals are expensive.
And also, real quick, people always say, make comments about children getting insurance on kids. They're humans too. They pass away as well. It costs to bear, unless you're just really financially stable and you got money stacked away. It costs just to dig a hole or dig an opening in the wall. There's so many different stages when it comes to that you just have to be prepared. And sometimes you have to look at, especially if you're married and you have two incomes, or even if there's one income, if you have enough policy, it may carry your spouse over for a minute. It's like a replacement income at time, not only your burial. So you have to look at what's best for your family as well. I sure don't want my kids standing on no corner or panhandling just to try to bury me. That shows how irresponsible I am as a parent. And although my children are grown, I have insurance on them just in case. And especially if you live in LA with sons, you just never know.
All
Yeah,
right.
me personally, uh, I know it's tough when people pass away. Where I come from, you know, a lot of us make sure we got the money put up, but we don't have life insurance. We got the money to bury ourselves, You know what I mean? But we don't have life insurance, and that's just something that's not practiced. That wasn't practiced in my family growing up. You know what I mean? Just like a lot of other things that should have been practiced. But life insurance was never talked about. You know what I mean? And yet, and still, when family members pass away, what we trying to do? We trying to give car washes. We trying to ask for money to bury these people. Our loved ones. And yeah, it is a tough situation. When it comes to having life insurance, I think especially if you're out there in those streets, you really do need to look into it and invest into it. So you don't leave that burden on your family when you do part away.
Hey, check this out. We talking about insurance. We might as well bring on our guest, who's the
Sounds good.
expert at this, Mr. C.J. Johnson. What up?
Hey, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? Man, thank you
Good
guys for
morning.
having me on the show. Good morning to all, man. Blessings, blessings. Yeah, man. Hey, this is a serious topic. Something I'm extremely passionate about. I've been in this industry for about 13 years now. I got insurance when I was 30 years old. First time I ever got insurance. I didn't know nothing about life insurance. I heard about it, but like one of the other fellas said, it wasn't talked about in my community. We thought doing car washes and having selling dinner plates was normal when somebody passed away. We out there celebrating life, washing cars. And just to pay for the funeral. We really thought that was normal. But it's like, okay, but what about that person that's leaving people behind? That car wash and that dinner plate's not gonna take care of that family. It's just for the burial. And then I know you guys, the topic is life insurance over Jordans or Jordans over life insurance. It's funny because I had made a post of a Jordan symbol. I did this about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. I put it on Facebook and I said, if life insurance came with a Jordan symbol, everybody would jump on it. So
Wow.
the thing is, what I've learned in my years of doing this in the industry is that people just don't have the education about it. People really don't understand how it really works. People just think it's just to pay for a funeral. What we preach is creating generational wealth with life insurance. It ain't just about paying for a funeral. It's about leaving a stepping stone behind for your kids. I want my kids to be straight when I'm gone. I'm trying to build my business now, but I want them, just in case something happens to them prematurely, I want my kids to get all that and continue the legacy.
Okay, well, Mr. Johnson, can I stop you real quick and just say, can you actually tell us exactly who you are and what you do, your credentials and everything?
Absolutely. Okay, so my name is Connor Johnson, but everybody calls me CJ, Connor Johnson. I specialize in life insurance and investments. Life insurance investment, me and my wife, we have a business together. She came on full time with me about 4.5 years ago. She just retired from her job from juvenile court of 20 years, retired at the age of 38. She's 40 now, so we do this business together. She would have been with me, but we got something going on today, so she's out running around and getting stuff from the stores. But yeah, so like I said, we specialize in life insurance and investment. So we are fully licensed and fully investment licensed. So we have our Series 6, Series 63, Series 26, Series 65. So we have all those licenses. So we're able to do a whole lot more for families when it comes to life insurance and investments.
So he's the man that goes through. We have some questions. So he's like our resident expert.
Where you at, Mr. TS? Where you at, sir?
I mean, the bottom line is death is real, and as we get older, it's easier for us to accept that because we've all been to a lot of funerals. Some of us been to the same funerals together. But the reality is that, not only do you gotta help your people go on after you, but I mean, I would say that not only just life insurance, you might want to even look into like a living trust, depending on what you have. But the bottom line is we got to be thinking beyond ourselves when it comes to our children and our family, so they can just keep that torch going. That's the reality. And as far as Jordans, no disrespect to anybody that's got Jordans, never ever had Jordans in my life.
I had about 5 pair in my life. And my son's name is Jordan. So he's my favorite player. I never really bought him. Honestly, I think people rather look good than be good. I think it's tangible to them. It's something I can see right here. I have it with me. So you can't see life insurance. You can't see investments. I'm gonna talk about Black people. I know we don't want to talk. I know it's a lot of different races that do this, but I cater towards my people. And from what I see, we like to be flashy. We want to show this, show that, but we really don't own nothing. We don't have no life insurance and things like that. So, and you know, like I said, it just comes to the lack of education about it. I had to get educated about it because I didn't know. So now I'm just a student of the game now. You know, I'm not an expert, but I study this industry a lot, you know, because I want to see what these other folks are doing, how they're benefiting from it, and how I could bring that back to my people.
Facts. Yeah, I seen like E40 was the rapper E40 was talking about how that's how a lot of other folks, maybe Caucasians, the so-called white man. I ain't messing with my cousin anyway. A lot of Caucasian, that's how they achieve wealth and get things because they have $1 million policies. You just think like, oh, just because he's a white person, he's smart or something. He probably inherited $1 million because his father or parents maxed out with the insurance for their children. So a lot of times when our parents pass away, we just get a bill. That's really what happens in the Black community a lot, in the Hispanic community.
Yes, sir. Well, the one question was, how much does it cost for insurance, and can you tell us the difference? You know, I know Lady J spoke on it, but can you really break down the difference between, you know, term life and whole life and all that old stuff?
Absolutely. Well, the cost all only depends. It depends on your age and your health. So they always say it's best to get insurance while you're young because it's cheaper. And insurance companies, they go off of the risk factor. They want to see how much of a risk you are. You know, so if you're unhealthy, you might not be able to get covered, or you might get covered, but it might be at a higher rate, right? So they say get the insurance while you're young and you lock in that price. So like I said, it could be from $15, it could be up to $200, $500. I've seen people pay $1,000 a month, you know. But the thing is, like, still in this industry, there's a lot of vultures in this industry. They're just trying to make a commission off of you and not really breaking down the ins and outs when it comes to life insurance. So the difference, like with term life and whole life, the thing is, okay, like Miss Lady J said, yes, term life is set for a specific term. So you can get up to 20 to 35 years with the term insurance. And then you have whole life. The whole life is, you know, for your whole life, you're going to pay a whole lot more for it. But the thing is, in my experience and seeing how whole life works, it really hurts people. In my opinion. And I mean, you can ask a bunch of financial gurus; they'll tell you never invest in a whole life policy because it's not going to benefit you or your family. It's going to. The thing is, there's a bunch of hidden fees inside.
More.
Yeah. The fees will eat up the cash value. They're going to eat. It's going to eat the cash value. And if you build up cash value inside the policy and you don't pay that money back that you take out, they're going to deduct it from the death benefit. So that's why a lot of our grandparents, they had whole life policies. They had a $10,000 policy, $20,000, and they didn't have it before we was born, right? They didn't already overpaid the death benefit from paying when they're paying on it, and then they also been borrowing money from the policy. So, but when grandma or grandpa passed away, they had a $15,000 policy, so we thinking we could give a proper burial, and we get a check for $1,000 from the insurance company. Like, hold on, what happened to the rest of the money? Oh, grandma owed $14,000.
Wow,
she didn't pay it back.
My brother, right. that's some cold stuff right there, because my grandmother, she kind of went through that. She was paying on a policy from the 70s and really was only getting like 10,000 back. And that's wow. Freaking ridiculous. And that's ignorance, just as not knowing. So basically, well, don't wait till you like, oh, there's a new king.
So, Mr. Johnston, what would you suggest people do as far as like shopping for a policy or something?
I say always, and I say like when you go to a doctor, don't always go off the first opinion. Go get a few opinions, but in my belief, I would never sell a whole life policy to nobody because I know what it does. I always tell people, if you get you a term policy and set up an investment account separate from that policy. Set up an investment account, because with an investment account, you get a higher rate of return on your money than you will get with a whole life policy. The whole life policy only averages a 1 to 4% rate of return. An investment account has been averaging 9 to 12 since 1948, right? So with investment account, we have investment accounts that did one. We had one that did 57% in 2020, and we had another one that did 68%. So we put our clients in those type of vehicles so you get the insurance just in case something happens to you. But at the same time, we're going to show you how to become your own bank and create wealth for yourself, right? Because you're getting a larger rate of return. Well, and it's something that you could pull out and you don't have to pay anything back because it's your money. That's like what if your bank said, okay, we know you're putting your hard-earned money into our savings account, but if you take any of that money out, you have to pay it back with interest. Would y'all continue to bank with them?
Hell no.
No, absolutely not. Why would we do that with our insurance?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we paying all this money. I pay $200 a month, but I can only borrow this money that's accumulating, and I have to pay it back. That doesn't make sense to me. So why not set up an investment account to where you don't have to pay anything back, and it's growing at a faster rate, and you're getting way more money than you would get with a whole life policy. But that's just my opinion. But I'll follow a lot of financial gurus that follow this. They say wealthy people do not invest in whole life policies. They don't. It's not it's a savings. Wealthy people want something they're gonna get that's gonna make money for them. So they invest their money in actual investment accounts.
That's what's up. Hey, we got a comment. Can one of you guys read the comment? Because it's not showing on my screen. I can't read it.
Something
I
popped
went
up.
to LAUSD school district. When y'all read that, I can't see it all.
Great points, guys. I got insurance on myself and my husband 1 week after we got married. Everyone should have that peace of mind.
Absolutely.
I've had insurance since I was 18 years old.
See, that's good. That's good because, like I said, we weren't taught. You know, certain people were taught about life insurance. A lot of people weren't.
Well,
that's good.
But I had to
educated.
I mean, I think this is a situation amongst a lot of minorities because when you have a mom raising 4 or 5 boys, who would you suggest to get the life insurance? Moms or get it on the boys? And maybe if she can't afford to get it on all 4 boys, how would she go about trying to obtain life insurance for her kids?
Great question. That's a great question. So I will always start with the mom first, start with the parent first. And the thing is, I know with us, when we sit down with a family, you pay for 1 kid, the rest are free. Right? So I got clients that have 10, 11 kids, and we got them all covered. Because like I said, you pay for 1 kid, the rest are free. Every insurance company doesn't do that. Most insurance companies, they will tell you, they will put insurance policy. They say if it's me and 4 kids or something like that, they'll put insurance on me and then they'll put a separate policy on each kid. They do that to make more money off of you. It's a commission. They're going off the commission. To save money, you put everybody under 1 policy. And the kids stay on your policy to the age of 25. Okay. So then once the kids fall off, you can still get them covered. They could get 10 times the amount that they had, and you still be the policy owner, and it'll be super cheap. Now, if you have children that's older than the age of 25, I say, hey, get something on them. Get something. Because if you look at these times now, these kids are running around here crazy. They're going crazy right now. And just reckless, not caring about nothing. So, and then a lot of people just don't have 10, 15,000 laying around to bury somebody. So the first thing they're going to do is run the GoFundMe. You know, they're going to go and you don't want to do that. You basically begging people to help you bury somebody, to bury your responsibility.
And that's the thing too. I think a lot of people underestimate the actual cost of a funeral. Like I was talking to a partner of mine, and they was talking about, people think like even a cremation is like $3,000. Y'all know that was in the 60s, the 80s and 90s. A cremation could run for like $10,000 or $12,000 straight up. That's like my little cousin. His cremation ran $12,000.
That's ridiculous.
I had another question. When it comes to obtaining life insurance on your kids, do you need their signature to get life insurance on them? And if not, what age would you need their signature?
So you won't, if they're over the age of 25, you won't. If you're the policy owner, all you need is their social. That's how. I mean, with this new area, all you need is social, because we put everything into a computer system now. We don't do, it's not paperwork no more. Everything is a computer system now, so you just need their social. But if they're under the age of 25, all you need is the first and last name, date of birth, height, and weight.
Say if that kid is staying with another parent,
it don't matter.
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
That's still your kid.
And watch this. I don't know if people know this or not, but you can get insurance on your grandkids without even getting permission from the parents or anything
Yep.
like that. Yep.
Yep.
I have all of my grandchildren insured, all of my children insured. Although my first two are grown with families of their own, I want my family to be set.
Right.
I've
Well,
never
you knew,
been
but
responsible when it comes
you, and
to
CJ knew. The other three didn't know that.
One
let
thing
me,
I'd like to add
let
to
me
that.
stop.
Hey,
One thing I'd like
that's
to
why
add
we're here.
is that
That's why we're here.
I
yeah,
walk
I
it like a
just
snap, so don't get no crazy ideas. This does point directly at you. So that
Right, yeah. Hey, if I'm a beneficiary, don't tell me. We go camping. I want to go camping.
Years ago, I wanted to start something called hood insurance. Where you put insurance on your homeboys. The ones that's out there active and everything.
that'd have been smart.
Hey,
That'd
that,
have been
I
smart.
don't know. That might have been bad. If
And then you gonna hook up after this, bro.
your homework trying to take you out and like, hold on, man.
They're doing life insurance at churches. Churches are giving out life insurance policy. Like when my buddy first told me that, I thought it was like a joke. I was like, that's kind of messed up. But to be honest, it's doing more good than bad. That's really like a great idea because guess who they coming to get that free service during the funeral? Like, because you trying to cut all corners for that funeral, and you're going to the preacher like, can you just do this one for free? So that's a good idea, but got to get that life insurance.
As long as it's not taking a lot away from the family, I would agree with that. Because I mean, you could, if you have a policy to where, okay, hey, out of this $100,000 policy, the funeral get 10,000. I mean, for church get 10,000 for the funeral, and the rest goes to the family, or something like that. I would, but I've never heard of that myself, honestly. In my years ago, I heard of
My boy Tony Duncan at you out there. That's going on, and yeah, that's straight up. But where we at? We done with this topic. We moving on. How was it? Hey,
Very
what?
invaluable information. Let's put this man's information back up there.
Invaluable.
Insurance. If you
That's
colored,
what I said.
go to the black man and get your insurance and everything. This man seems like he's legitimate. He's straightforward. He's trying to do some great things, and we want to promote that. That's what
I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really do. We really trying to change the game out here, man. Really thank you guys.
Definitely.
We appreciate you coming on and doing this too, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great information. Great information.
Thank you.
One more thing. You said that your wife and you guys have a business. Your wife black, sir? No, I'm just messing with you.
Man, he almost started off something.
No, wait. I never had a chance to congratulate you guys on the marriage, bro.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thank you, man. Appreciate you, man.
Salute. Indeed.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, we about to move into our second topic of the weekend. Appreciate Mr. CJ Johnson stopping by, educating us on that life insurance. We're gonna move on to our second topic. Will you wait on an incarcerated mate?
What they do?
Huh? Go ahead.
I said what they do.
Hey, I'm gonna speak on this. Hold on. Now let me stop. Hey, my mate didn't wait on me. My mate did not wait on me, and I didn't get that much time. So the answer is hell no. When you go to jail, that's your choice. So why should I be punished? Look how good I look. You think I'm gonna wait? You think I'm gonna wait? Stop it.
Your
Hey, get
cellmate
off
didn't
me,
wait
girl.
on you? Your cellmate didn't wait
Hey,
on you?
watch out, nigga. I'm done. Go ahead. You got me on that. I'm done. Asshole. Go ahead.
I mean, like I said, it depends on how they went up in there. Me personally, I think I'll wait mentally, but physically, I'm not doing it. Mentally, I'll wait on you. I'll make the runs if you need me to make you some runs and stuff. But physically, it's only so many family visits I can go on. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting physically. Mentally, you know what I mean? I might, post up like a mailbox for a few months.
Lady J.
Come back to me. I want to hear you fellas.
Well,
Mr.
I
T,
know
hang on, bro.
it's a lot of people that be in jail that swear they women is waiting on them. I done seen cats with life sentences, 10 years. Like, oh no, yo, this the best thing out there. And I was like, I'm getting out in 2 months. Oh, what? You want me to check on her? Hey, salute to all my inmates. I'm having fun over here. I'm having
Level
fun
4
with
and
y'all.
level 3 specifically.
Yeah, yeah.
First Lady
Where,
J, we would love to hear what you got to say
I
today on
know
this
you
topic.
where you
would
at?
want to
Where
hear
you at,
what
infamous?
I
She
say.
being a chicken nugget right now. Where you at, El Food producer? How do you feel on this, sir?
Well, it really depends on what.
We don't use the word "it depends."
Well,
No, we don't.
if you went in for something serious, it's according to whatever the situation is. If you went in for like money laundering or something like that, and you got some money stash, and you want me to take care of it, yeah, I'm gonna wait for you. If you went in for self defense, something like that, I might wait for you. But the bottom line is, I'm gonna wait for you to escape. If you don't escape, I don't know. I'm not waiting. I mean, it just is what it is. No, I mean, be honest with you. I can't have a criminal ass female anyway.
Damn.
No, I ain't waiting.
Yeah, right.
I
First
feel
Lady J,
jail.
what you got to say?
Oh, you ready, Lady J? Listen, I feel jail is a choice, straight up. I haven't been in jail. Well, last year I did. I had turned myself in. But that's something else. But, but look, I feel jail is a choice. Like, because you know how not to go to jail. There are some people who never had them pretty bracelets on their hands. So it's a choice that you make. Now,
Not
whether
really. Not really.
it
Because you can get police plant
huh?
stuff on people all the time. It's not a
Jail
choice
is a choice,
sometimes.
bro.
Sometimes you don't have an option
When
not to
have
go to
you
jail.
where the gloves at? You want that fade? You want that fade? Well, see, this is something that I learned before. Where Cass said this to me, he said I was never just walking down the street and the police just arrested me and I went to jail. Every time I went to jail, I was doing something wrong. That's facts. That's facts. I know every time I got arrested, I was doing something stupid or wrong. Period. Period. So I ain't never seen all that Matlock first 48. Yes. That I ain't never seen that in real life where you just went to jail
So,
on
so ain't
on
no innocent people in jail. That's what you
No,
saying.
no, no, no. Let me say this.
hold on.
When you went to court, you said I'm guilty.
Uh, no contest, brother. Stop playing. Stop
Same
playing.
difference. Same difference.
You, not guilty as if you Chris Brown or Kanye West, my brother. No, this is no contest with us. No. Hey, I like my boy 42 Doug. He say I ain't fighting the case unless it's a murder.
Mm.
He said I ain't fighting unless it's a murder.
I don't know if that made sense, but Mr. T, you got something to say on that?
He ain't wasting his time. Uh,
Okay,
you
First
ready,
Lady
Lady
J.
J?
I
Yeah,
guess it's
roll
your
the
turn.
dice back my way. Okay, so if you have life, I'm definitely not waiting. If you're my husband, I'm going to wait only a certain amount of time. I'm not even gonna lie. I can only wait so long. If you have more than 10 years, I can't see myself waiting, especially if you do something stupid that caused yourself to be in jail. I can only wait so long. It's just a reality. If you're just my boyfriend, a dude, no. And what Walk said about jail is a choice. Majority of the time it is, but we have heard of cases where kids or an adult just may get in the car with someone and they may the driver may have a gun or something, and then nobody wants to claim the gun. People have gone to jail behind stuff like that or drugs in the car and you not knowing. So that's the case where it's out of your hand. Yeah, you did choose to get in the car, but you didn't know those things were going to take place. But I can only wait so long.
Y'all be watching too much TV.
Nigga, that's because you ain't got a TV, nigga.
Oh, he has something.
That's like too much television.
That's channel 5, channel 7, channel 9 news. He's all the channels 411.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We done chewing on that topic, or anybody else got something else to say about that one?
Let's move.
All right, well, we're gonna jump into these what we
Shout
call
out.
these shout outs. As always, want to appreciate y'all continue to like and share and press that button and subscribe to the Focus Up Show channel. Homies Way Car Club, Tunnel Vision, Black August Studios. Like always, we appreciate y'all tapping into the show. Continue to support us. Much appreciated. Ukusu, Wake Up, Clean Up, Stand Up, and Disney Magical Adventures. Like always, we appreciate y'all. Continue to focus up on the Focus Up Show and tapping in with us every Saturday morning.
Wait,
The
let me.
bread truck,
Oh,
the
go
bread
ahead, my bad.
trucking. Don't stop me. The bread trucking. Kilo 2, Nola J. The bread trucking. We appreciate you, Mister. Tapping into the show. And Kilo 2, Nola J. Y'all can find their music on all music platforms. And one more again. Muhammad Meets.
Pause.
Thank you, sir.
Muhammad Meets. Pause. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Little Sody. He got a new project out. And he got a Shaka line. The t-shirt Shaka line, they sponsoring my boy. They got the golf hats, they got the visor golf hats. It's a whole lot he got going on. His billboard is up in the city, LA. But here's some cold stuff that transpired where a rival gang, he's a well-known fixture in this neighborhood, in the city. A rival gang seen it and they climbed up on the billboard and spray painted his face and whacked out with the hood and all that. And my boy was about to revert back to them streets. I just hit him with a message and not saying that I changed anything. I'm just saying I hit him with a message like, yo, bro, keep it pushing, stay positive. Haters gonna hate. Don't fall into that trap, my brother. So salute to Lil Sody and keep pushing, brother, and keep it positive. Yes.
Much success to you. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So with that being said, we finna jump into this third topic of the weekend. Ooh, how do you tell your friend you a hoe?
Who's a hoe? I said that you's a hoe.
How do you do that without, ruffling anybody's feathers? How do you do that in a polite way, in a passive way? Is there a passive way to tell somebody they're a hoe, or can you do it,
Where you at, First Lady? This was a topic that you don't be a chicken nugget right now. You run this topic. Where you at? Where you at?
I'm right here, and I'm not bopping my head or any of that thing. You just straight out tell them. If they're your friend, you're supposed to be able to tell your friend anything. Sometimes the truth hurts. So you just straight out tell them, whether it's a male or a female, you acting like a straight hoe right now, and I'm gonna tell you how and why, and just straight out tell them. Right. Like it's not a good look for you, especially for a woman. You're supposed to act like a lady, think like a lady, and walk like a lady, and talk like a lady at all times. And right now, you're acting like a streetwalker.
I totally disagree. This how I feel. If your friends are hoe, mind your own business. Business. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
back with business. Yeah, mind your own
oh.
business. BIDNESS. Business. Mind your business. Because guess what? Everybody over 18 and she want to give up that stanky, give up the stanky. And matter of fact, give them
Oh, we just
No,
talking
but
about
look,
women?
this gotta be,
whoever.
we gotta be talking about women, because don't no man go around telling this next man, check this out, man. I've been seeing you walking around all these females. You need to be carrying yourself like a man, man. You shouldn't be carrying yourself like some type of tramp and some type of hoe dude walking around these streets trying to get every broad you can get. What type of dude is you, man?
Guys, where that horn at? L pull you up over there, brother?
If I walked up to one of my homies and said that, I would expect for them not to slap me, but to backhand me. You know what I mean? And say, snap out of it, Joey. What you doing, man? You know what I mean? That's just not something dudes do. But females, yeah, I think it's a certain line they should walk. And if they got girls that care about them, yeah, drop a bug in their ear and let them know they moving too fast. If they don't listen, let them do their thing.
Saying it
Play
ain't.
that
They
song
over
again.
18,
Where
ain't
you
they?
at?
They over 18, ain't they?
Yep. Legal.
It's legal.
Hey,
say
you're old enough to cross the street, you're old enough to get hit. Yeah. Come on, play that song, El Pooh. I feel like dancing. Let's go.
Okay.
First Lady J, you got that beautiful smile like always. Looks like you got something interesting to say.
I'm just laughing because y'all just said it has to apply to a woman. No, it can apply to both. Yeah, you
How?
guys may not say it or whatnot, but so it can be looked at in different ways. Like, let's say if you are being a single parent, it's okay to bring different women around your kid, be hoish that way. You wouldn't want your friends to like pull your coattail, like, this is what you're teaching if you're raising a daughter.
Yeah, I agree with that. They need to go in the room.
Definite.
I bet, check this out, homie. Your daughter's in here, man. I don't think it's a good outlook on you, my nigga. Why don't you send her to the room, dog? Problem solved.
It is if you have friends, they will pull your coat. So they will pull your coat on certain things. Like I'm here joking, I'm clowning a little bit, but it's serious. Like if you have a friend, whether male or female, it just shows how what's your discretion level. That's really where the issue comes about. What's your discretion level? Because we are grown-ups and we all do whatever the heck we want to do. But where's your discretion? Now, if you're a man or a woman, because I did as a single father, I did date a lot of women, and I didn't just bring anybody around my children. I did not do that. If I'm just knocking it down, I'm knocking it down. They never seen what happened. It's like Batman came and he left, and like that, Batman just tie up these bandits. That's what was
You mean Wonder
transpiring.
Woman? You mean Wonder Woman, not Batman?
Batman came and left. I'm Batman, sir.
Oh, okay.
And Mr. JC, you better know you know who the Dark Knight is. I'm not messing with you, buddy. JC. See, that's some inside S with me and my guy right here. Anyway, quit playing. Let's go.
It's getting hot in here, man.
Mr. T, what you got to say, bro?
Before I would never tell a female nothing about, what she's being or anything like that. I'd never feel that's my place. As far as dudes, I mean, I feel what JC was saying. I would normally not be trying to regulate what my dude is doing, but I mean, I'll give you an example. There was one dude I knew he was dealing with a lot of females, but he's dealing with sort of like dead end relationships, and it kind of messed with him. And I'm like, look what you're messing with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you want something significant, you got to aim for something significant. So, I mean, that's it. But other than that, like he said, grown-ups is grown-ups. I'm not trying to regulate with anybody. Go out and have fun, do whatever, be safe.
Tamisha Mitchell, good morning. Appreciate you tapping into the Focus Up show.
Good morning.
But yeah, Mr. T, you're right. If he's your boy's running into a lot of dead end relationships, yeah, it is your job. I think your duty to step up to him and try to point certain things out, that he might be making wrong moves on, But yeah, I think El Pooh, you got something to tap in on that? I guess not. All right, y'all. So look like we finna touch on to this next subject. Mr. El Pooh clocked out. What influences our youth more? What they see or what they hear?
Man, I didn't clock out. Hold on. I had a very, very important call that came up, and I also had something else to say too, man.
You clocked out.
Run it.
You clocked out. You clocked out.
No, I had something to say about that topic. First,
I didn't leave, but I left.
First thing I want to say is this: you gotta listen to the music. Now check that out. I ain't gonna tell nobody they a hoe because I'm a hoe my goddamn self. So anyway, that's all I want to say. Now we can go to the next subject.
Who didn't
He
he? Yeah.
whispered. Y'all notice how he whispered
I know.
and
And my
said,
boy was like,
he whispered that one.
right. I'm a hoe myself.
All right, y'all. So we got this next topic. What influences our youth more? What they see or what they hear? I'm gonna kick this off. I'm gonna say what they hear. I'm gonna say what they hear first of all, and I say that because you have a lot of your friends or a lot of youth. They come up and tell their next friend what they saw, on TV and this and that, and that's what gets their friends to go see it. So I say it's a lot on what they hear first for them to go get a visual idea of what they've heard, to see what they heard. But at the same time, it's a lot of toxic stuff out there kids is hearing that's leading them down the wrong road. So many different types of drugs that they're experimenting with. I think it's just all a bad situation. So me personally, I say it's a lot about what they hear before what they see. Me personally.
I'll go real quick. I have to say both. Unfortunately, I can't pick one or the other, and the reason why I say
Exactly.
That sound like it depends. Go ahead.
That
That sound like it
Exactly.
depends.
We don't
well,
do
Y'all
that
get
on
the
slick
here.
with
reason
it
why
depends.
I'm not. No, this is the reason why I say both. Let's say, for instance, if I'm in your presence and you telling me like, "Dang, I made this money by slanging this dope," when I not see you dressed fine, you got jewelry or whatnot, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm hearing what you're saying, but I can see what I can get to. So I'm getting dual. I'm hearing and I'm seeing. So now I'm influenced by both. Or even if I'm watching a rap video and you see the rappers performing and how they're looking and how they're talking and dressing and stuff. So for me, it's a combination of both. I honestly can't say hear over see. So it's a depend. It's just they go hand in hand to me.
This lady J, she walking the fence.
I hope you don't fall because I'm going to laugh.
That's Lady J, y'all. Let me get my old ass off this roof. Let me get
Yeah,
off of this.
don't
Go ahead,
fall.
next. Who's next?
Let me say it like this. I grew up, in the same environment as everybody else in the ghetto and everything. You saw the gang banging, the dope dealing, and all that stuff. But it didn't really influence me. I was influenced a little bit by it, but when the WA came with that dope man, that 8 ball, and all that old stuff, and I'm just hearing it, just playing it in my head, it really influenced me. It took it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, that's what the music is doing with the youth today. That's why
Mm-hmm.
they so out of control and doing what they're doing because they got this these iPods or whatever they listen to these streaming services and just got these headphones on. They just getting this all in their ears and it's all bad. It's all negative. At least we did have some balance back in the day. We had the Public Enemies and the KRS ones and the other side too. But that gangsterism came and it influenced a lot of us and it's really doing the same thing to the youth today. But it's just a whole lot more of it right now.
Where
Yeah,
you at, TS?
yeah. I say that it's definitely what they see more than what they hear. And when I distinguish see and hear, I can tell somebody, look, you shouldn't do this because this is bad. This is me telling you. But some people got to learn for themselves. And it's like, I always tell people, look, some wheels don't need to be reinvented. YouTube has like made people like crazy, like flat earth, you know what I'm saying? And it's because of what they see. So it's like a little bit of knowledge is dangerous, you know what I'm saying? And a whole lot of ignorance is just catastrophic. So it's really what you see that I find myself having a problem with from the youth.
I definitely agree with you, Mr. TS, Mr. T. I feel it's what they see. Like even me as a youth, what I seen, what I was hearing from uncles and brothers or whoever, I was more influenced about what I saw. What I saw was my father was a hardworking black man with a black wife, so-called black. Anyway, let me stop. I see my father maneuvering through life. I seen my mother, a good black woman, uh, holding down the fort when Pops was at work or however that went. That's what I saw. When I was on the street, I seen cats making money. I seen gangbangers doing what they do. So a lot of stuff what I was hearing was kind of irrelevant because I already seen how society was moving. Whew, God, I'm good at I'm good at this. How about where am I on?
See, that's why he's not hearing it.
You get the
Oh,
label.
man.
Look at that smile. That's a real smile.
All right, y'all. So we done dissecting this topic on what influences our youth. We gonna land on what they see more or what they hear more. What y'all think? I say by what we hear, what I hear, what I heard first.
It's
You
a
know, what I heard first on the radio. I couldn't wait to see the
Saying
video.
same thing.
Real
It's a
talk.
combination, but like what Walk is saying is action speaks louder than words.
Facts.
Yeah. True that.
Yo, let's
True
get
that.
into some small talk then. Let's. It's a lot going on.
Oh man, that Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish situation.
I don't want to talk about that. Listen, okay, let's speak on it. I really didn't want to speak on this, but because this is an old situation, it's from like 2014 or something. This was before you heard of Tiffany Haddish, just before Girls Trip. This when she was a young struggling comic. She was even on the Arsenio Hall show, the reboot, as just a comic doing skits with Arsenio. She was out there grinding, and she did something with Aries Spears. And you can find it on YouTube. It was not funny. This been controversial for years with some kids, some stupidness, some craziness. But these kids are now grown up and they suing. And guess what? Their parents are behind it. And guess what? Their parents did it before with other celebrities. And guess what? They always get thrown out of court. Anybody else got something to say on that?
No, he's right though. The parents, I mean, the kids don't just find themselves in these skits. I mean, the parents are the ones that are sitting there, shopping basically their kids on to do all this type of stuff. But I mean, you can't just have kids just doing whatever in these skits. But I mean, again, like, are you really traumatized? Have we not seen a whole lot worse as kids, away from the adults than their little skit?
Yeah. That just goes to show you though what's going on in the social media world. You can't always think it's gonna be buried in the background. How many years later this stuff coming back? 5-6 years later it's coming back.
But it's not even a real topic though. This is what I'm saying. Like Aries Spears is doing interviews. He like this been already settled. And he's like, whatever. Like he wish he could speak on it because it's already been adjudicated. Here's the difference. This is why it's coming up again because what he said about Lizzo, fat gorgeous self. That's what this is about. This is why he said that about her. So the Lizzo fans is coming up, bringing this back to life. It's really not a topic. That's why I didn't really want to speak on it, but it is what it is.
Well, I heard they want to bring charges against Aries and Tiffany.
They attempted that a few times, bro.
I understand that. I hear you. But what I'm saying is, it's more involved than just them. Who edited it? Who shot it? It's a whole lot of people that was involved in this. But as usual, they always try to go straight to the top. So, it is what it is.
Facts. That's where the money at.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So,
Quando Rondo. Quando.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I've been saying that's all I was saying last night. Quando Rondo. He said he ain't from 6-0 no more. Wow. He ain't neighborhood no more. Here's the thing. It's like if we playing street football and you tackle me on that concrete, then I tackle you and you like you don't want to play no more. No, we are in the game and this is what we doing on the street. So don't do that like you don't want to play no more, throwing down the flag, bro. Quando Rondo. You knew the job was tough when you took it. You want to pop bottles, you want to laugh and joke and say you from 6-0, but then when people are getting killed, and that's why I like what Bosco 100 from Queen Street Blood said. He said you lost one homie. You lost one homie.
Mm. Yeah, these youngsters need to recognize and understand it's not a game when they come out here to Los Angeles to check in or clock in. You can't just clock out and say you done with the flag or you was representing. It don't work like that. You know what I mean? Some people just fade out. They don't need to tell the world they gonna clock out. They gonna just stop. You're gonna draw more attention to yourself doing it that way. But at the same time, this is not no part-time job you signed up for. And he knew this.
Where that
And like
horn?
Bosco said, you lost one homie. You know what I mean? And you're not interested no more because you lost one homie. Nah, Jay Stone said, just like you clocked in 6-0 hood, you need to come back to 6-0 hood and clock out.
You know what it is? Some of these cats out here in different states, they think it's like a trend to them. You know, it's not like out here in LA where we grew up in this and it's already existed. It's been around us all our lives. For them, it's something new. So they don't understand the culture of this. We take this very, 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 very serious. We see people die all the time, and it's just a part of life for us. He got shook because he was playing. You know, that's all it is.
Where that horn for you, Mr. L?
The first for Mr. El Pooh.
I think it's second. I'm counting. I'm writing down everybody's horn. Where you at, Lady J?
Where I'm at, the only hood I'm speaking on is parenthood and sisterhood. Which y'all talking about?
Another horn. I like that. A salute, Lady J. I love that. I love that, girl.
The horn is sweating.
Facts.
So whoever looking at this Quando Rondo situation, y'all need to pay close attention. And if you signed that job application, whether you from 6-0 hood or whether you think you from any other hood in Los Angeles, y'all need to pay close attention. Because
and the same would check this out. The same would go if we out there. That's like a rapper I see. He say when he go to different cities, he said they didn't call it checking in. He would check in with
pay respect.
That's so he can move safely because cats know you coming and the wolves is out. They listening. Ice-T was doing the same thing. E40 doing, but it's not like you're like, hey guys, I need you guys. No, it's just like, no, I want to move safely through your streets. Out of respect. He got
out of respect.
It's like knock before you come into my house.
Right. He got gunned
That's
up
it.
Across the street from the Beverly Center. The Beverly Center. That is like in the middle of the day. I'm
Cameras
like,
everywhere.
That's brazen. But yo,
they get more brazen about a whole bunch of stuff in the middle of the day. Shoot, Beverly Center and Melrose ain't like it used to be.
Yeah, because of COVID. COVID, you got masks on your face in broad daylight. Where else can you do that at in the United States now?
Oh man,
facts.
Unheard of, y'all. But we go get close to this. No, we can't mess with Chestnut.
No. Morris Chestnut, real quick. Let's tap. This is more talk, baby. Morris Chestnut, married for over 20 years. He was married actually in 1995 on July 23rd. Man, that is commendable. That should be talked about amongst the black community. The so-called black community. It should be talked about. That should be commended. Salute to Morris Chestnut. He is, when women talk all that crap about a sex symbol, you know how hard it is to be Morris Chestnut. Like a lot of people say I look like Morris Chestnut.
Oh boy.
You know how hard it is. No, I'm just saying. Yo, salute to Morris Chestnut.
All right, y'all. This is gonna conclude our Focus Up show for the weekend. Like always, Mr. T, Mr. El Pooh, Walk,
Focus
and
up.
the most infamous lady of the day, First Lady J. Appreciate y'all tapping into the Focus Up
And
show.
thanks for CJ Johnson coming on. Enlightening.
Oh yeah, Mr. CJ Johnson. Appreciate you gracing us with your knowledge this morning. Thank you guys for tapping into the Focus Up show. Hope to see y'all again next weekend. And like always, please like, subscribe.
Here's to the queen one more time.
Give it up, baby.
Stay focused, y'all.
Much appreciated.